She lightly comments that Mr. Leo must have more important things to do and decides not to press further, showing a calm smile as he stands beside her. After a brief pause, she curiously asks Leo if he can explain what the alien space battlefield is really like. Her tone carries both interest and anticipation. Leo repeats her words thoughtfully, his gaze shifting toward the vast space outside the window. The sight of distant stars and cosmic light makes the question feel even heavier. He finally answers, describing it as the cradle of the strong, the arena for geniuses, and at the same time, a merciless grinder where the weak are crushed without mercy. The imagery of a fiery, hostile world highlights his words. The battlefield is described as a place where countless talents rise while many others fall. Blood and fire consume everything, leaving no room to breathe, only despair and death. Hearing his words, she finds herself captivated by his presence, struggling to hold back her emotions as she admires him closely. She encourages him to let go of the past, praising his survival from the alien battlefield as proof of his extraordinary strength. She adds that if he joined the interstellar talent competition, he would easily secure a strong position. Leo calmly responds, admitting he has long grown weary of endless battles. Fame and fortune no longer matter to him, he only wishes for a place where he can live a quiet and normal life. She suggests that Leo join her caravan and even take the position of guard leader, assuring him that he could decide his own treatment. With a soft smile, she promises that he would not be disappointed, while Leo hesitates, unsure of how to respond. Suddenly, the scene is disrupted as a sharp noise echoes and tension fills the air. In the next moment, she is thrown to the ground with a cry, while Leo stands nearby, his presence steady amid the chaos. A report suddenly comes in, warning that their spaceship is under attack by unidentified forces, most likely space pirates. Shocked by the news, she panics, unsure of what to do in such a dangerous situation. Leo steps forward calmly and tells her to take him to the guard team immediately, his demeanor steady and decisive. Relieved by his confidence, she eagerly agrees, her expression lighting up with admiration and hope. Pirate spaceships draw closer, their fleet advancing menacingly through the void. Inside the ship, the defense team hull activates as tension rises, preparing for battle. When Leo arrives, the guards immediately cheer, calling out his name with relief, certain that his presence means their survival. Leo steps forward with calm authority, telling everyone to stay composed, insisting that the situation is not a big deal. Walking beside Leo, she feels more at ease with his presence, comforted by his calm demeanor. Leo asks if all the guards are assembled. She assures him that the Emerald Merchant Group's forces are ready and just awaiting his order to fight the pirates. Leo's expression sharpens, and he acknowledges their readiness with satisfaction, saying it is very good. But then, his tone darkens as he repeats those words. He suddenly pulls her close, leaving her startled and confused by his unexpected action. Leo's eyes narrow sharply, a dangerous aura flashing as he prepares to unleash his power. With a swift motion, his blade is drawn, unleashing Xingyun's sword technique in a devastating spin slash. The sudden strike cuts through the enemy ranks with overwhelming force, leaving the soldiers stunned and unable to react. One of the guards stares in disbelief, his expression frozen as he struggles to comprehend what just happened. The guards cry out in pain as Leo's blade cuts them down mercilessly, leaving no chance for resistance. She watches in shock, her eyes wide with disbelief, unable to process what just unfolded before her. As Leo grips her tightly, she stammers in confusion, questioning why he is doing this. With a chilling smile, Leo whispers that she has always been his prey, revealing his true intentions. Standing among fallen guards, Leo coldly remarks that the alien battlefield is filled with many colors, the blood of countless races, before mocking whether her blood would be beautiful too. He then reveals there is something she never knew. It's not that he refused to participate in the Interstellar Genius Conference. but rather that he couldn't participate at all. With a twisted smile, he confesses the reason he is a deserter from the alien battlefield. Her face pales in shock as he further explains that his identity was stripped away, leaving him no longer even a citizen of the starry sky. The thugs celebrate their easy victory, laughing that their boss's clever trick earned trust before betraying it, making the ambush effortless. They chant Leo's name with excitement, surrounding him and the captive woman, showing their loyalty to their leader. One of the men identifies him as Star Dove Leo, a notorious SS rank fugitive wanted across more than 8-star regions. Leo smirks, tightening his grip on her, and mockingly addresses her by name, calling it delightful to meet again. She warns Leo that his arrogance won't last long, revealing that their group has been under surveillance by the Interstellar Law Enforcement Network, and the police would already be on their way. Leo only smiles in response, mocking her words while thanking her for the reminder, and declares that it's time to evacuate. He raises his voice, ordering his men to prepare for evacuation within 1 minute. The subordinates obey instantly, responding with enthusiasm. Tightening his grip on her, Leo smirks and taunts her again, saying she unknowingly helped him once more, while she cries out in pain. Leo smirks cruelly, saying he despises wasting food, hinting that he intends to savor every part of her as if she were a meal. He then declares his decision to have all his men take turns with her that very night, mocking her helplessness. Furious and humiliated, she yells at him in rage, calling him a bastard and demanding how he dares. Leo only laughs darkly, twisting her words into mockery, while his men grin at her despair, amused by his cruelty. The thugs laugh arrogantly, boasting that under their boss's command, they dare to do anything without fear. But suddenly, some of them pause and look upward in confusion, pointing out something unusual in the sky. A brilliant fiery shape emerges above them, radiating with overwhelming energy and divine presence. The blinding light bursts forth, making them question in shock if it is a star appearing so close by. From within the blazing inferno, a radiant figure begins to emerge, stepping out of the searing flames. A young man with a calm yet powerful presence appears, his body engulfed in fire that radiates overwhelming strength. The flames surge brighter and fiercer around him, the light exploding outward with unstoppable force. Leo grips her tightly, his expression twisting in shock as he shouts in disbelief at the sudden change before him. A massive explosion of light erupts, shaking the surroundings and leaving everyone stunned. Panicked, Leo demands answers, his voice breaking as he struggles to recognize what he is witnessing. From within the flames, a radiant figure emerges, an overwhelming presence that leaves even Leo speechless. Leo roars furiously, ordering his men to attack the blazing star ahead with everything they have. The fleet of spaceships surges forward, weapons locked and charging, ready to unleash their firepower. On command, countless beams are fired at once, streaking through the void toward the fiery presence. But within the flames, a powerful figure glares back, his burning eyes unshaken by the storm of attacks. The fiery star bursts with immense power, releasing waves of energy that ripple outward. The shockwave tears through the sky, shattering the attacking spacecraft into pieces instantly. Crew members scream in panic as debris rains down, their formation breaking apart in chaos. Leo, furious and alarmed, shouts into his communicator, ordering his forces to disperse immediately. Leo listens to his communicator, but only hears the dying words of his men before the signal cuts off, leaving him trembling. Shaken, he drops to his knees in disbelief, unable to comprehend how things have turned against him so quickly. With wide eyes, he stares into the blazing light, shouting in shock as he realizes the truth of what is appearing before him. From within the inferno, a radiant figure slowly descends, its presence overwhelming and impossible to ignore. From the flames, a figure emerges with a powerful physique, his entire body wrapped in blazing fire. He raises his arm, shielding his eyes as the burning light grows even more intense around him. In an instant, his form stabilizes, now fully clothed and standing tall within the inferno, radiating overwhelming power. His gaze lowers, calm yet filled with determination, as the firestorm slowly settles behind him. The crowd stares in silence as the young man descends, his fiery presence dominating the entire hall. Leo, shaken and wide-eyed, demands to know who this mysterious figure is. Sensing his aura, Leo is stunned to realize it only measures at level 10, yet feels overwhelmingly dangerous. The young man stands firm, summoning a powerful dragon spirit as he declares that he will not be underestimated. Leo roars in fury, unleashing a powerful strike filled with crackling energy, determined to crush his opponent. But the young man calmly raises his hand, summoning blazing flames as he declares one of the 10 perfect martial arts, the Golden Crow. A fiery surge bursts forth from his palm, colliding against the incoming attack with overwhelming force. Leo screams in pain as the flames consume him, his body engulfed by the intense blaze. Leo screams in disbelief as flames engulf his body, his voice filled with denial. He cannot accept what is happening. His eyes widen in terror, realizing that the power unleashed is truly at the level of a 10th rank, something he thought impossible. A massive explosion of light and fire consumes everything, his final cry drowned in the overwhelming blast. His subordinates look around in shock, panicking as they realize their leader has vanished without a trace. The henchmen tremble in fear, realizing the impossible their boss, who stood at the peak of level 11, has just been defeated so easily. Everyone around is struck with disbelief, their bodies stiffening as if shocked by lightning while the man radiates with fiery energy. The room falls silent, and dread fills the air. What follows is not just shock, but pure fear of the figure now standing before them. He raises his hand casually, flicking his fingers with a calm yet commanding gesture, sending a clear warning to all. The remaining henchmen cry out in terror as the overwhelming force sweeps through them, leaving no chance to resist. The young man lowers his hand calmly, the battlefield now silent, with enemies lying defeated at his feet. The woman stares in disbelief, struggling to comprehend the sudden turn of events after such chaos. He looks at her with a steady gaze, reassuring her that everything has been handled and instructs her to contact the Star Police. The young man reassures the woman, telling her to contact the Star Police since everything has already been handled. Overwhelmed, she drops to her knees, bowing before him in submission and respect. Tears well in her eyes as she trembles, realizing the power she just witnessed is no ordinary strength, it feels like immortal power. Meanwhile, the young man looks at his own hand calmly, questioning to himself just how strong he has truly become. Lu Sheng's body glows with overwhelming energy, his true strength unknown even to himself, as no one could possibly comprehend it. Far away, the White Hole Traveler ship moves through the vast expanse of space. Back in his room, Lu Sheng reflects that whenever he activates the Stellar Supreme Body, his clothes are destroyed. Fortunately, he can reconstruct them using his mental power. He smirks to himself, relieved, joking that otherwise, he would truly end up as an exhibitionist. Lu Sheng greets his family warmly, relieved that everything has gone smoothly. Taking advantage of the Interstellar Martial Arts Talent Exchange Conference, he arranged for his parents, wife, and trusted martial arts saints to be relocated to the sub-Jupiter area for safety. He reflects that this move is a precaution to protect his family and that his true goal lies in the main star area of sub-Jupiter, where a grand event awaits him. Meanwhile, the main satellite terminal of the sub-Jupiter area begins preparations for what is to come. With support from countless nobles, Lu Sheng's family reached a martial arts level comparable to level 6, and even his parents appeared much younger. His relatives marveled at the advanced civilization around them, amazed by the space technology and modern comforts they had never seen before. Elsewhere, others were surprised to discover that Lu Sheng himself had come to this place. Many who once knew him reflected with shock, unable to believe how far he had risen since the days they casually spent time together. Delegates from the Sub-Jupiter Federation warmly welcomed the distinguished guests, extending their most sincere greetings. The visitors were amazed by their new clothes, which even provided automatic translation for seamless communication. They felt honored and credited everything to Sheng. Some marveled at the unique aliens sent by the government to greet them, even taking pictures to capture the moment. Suddenly, a massive spacecraft descended, its engines roaring as the visitors looked up in awe. A massive spaceship descended from the sky, its engines blazing as onlookers stared in awe. One girl excitedly raised her phone, smiling as she announced she was taking a closer picture. The ship's surface revealed a fearsome insignia, the emblem of a dangerous force. An elder's face twisted in shock and horror as he recognized the symbol, exclaiming that it spelled disaster.